Fight number 4 about to begin. The Korean there, Shin So Won. Shin So Won, affectionately known as the Korean Zombie because he just keeps marching forward. He can't be stopped. That is the rumor or the theory, the hypotheses. And Nguyen Van Đương from Vietnam, the young Vietnamese superstar, a power puncher but also a really talented boxer, looks to test that theory, find out if it's a theory or a hypothesis. At this point, both fighters are young and hungry. You can see Nguyen Van Đương, motioning to the crowd and confirming with his corner, the Vietnamese corner, that he is ready to rock. And we see here the Korean Zombie, Shin So Won, motioning to the crowd, his opponent, and anybody that's looking or listening, he is ready to rock. This should be the fight of the night. Two great punchers, two guys that aren't that big at this point in their careers on defense, much more focused on bringing hurt and pain to their opponents. The referee calls them in, Vietnamese referee, calls the fighters in. This is fight number 4. Fight number 4 of 6, Nguyen Van Đương, the master boxer puncher from Vietnam versus the Korean Zombie, Shin So Won. Shin So Won establishing his southpaw jab in the early going. Nice right hand there by Nguyen Van Đương. A beautiful overhand right. Some jabs. Nguyen Van Đương showing his foot speed rather. Good body shot to the solar plexus. Maybe hurt the Korean Zombie a little bit. They trade shots. Nothing landed. Significantly less. Beautiful overhand right. Stepping in by Nguyen Van Đương, who looks keyed up. They exchange body shots there. Nguyen Van Đương has got his man in the corner. The Korean Zombie does not look bothered. Probably happy to fight off the ropes. Wear a lot of punishment. The Korean Zombie throwing some southpaw jabs, just not quick enough. There's a clear gulf in hand speed and a nice left hook by Nguyen Van Đương, who's moving around the ring. A little bit of frenetic excess energy, hands down, showing some great foot speed and a beautiful right uppercut to the solar plexus, the body. Maybe that's the secret to stopping the charge of the Korean Zombie. Shin So Won there, looking confused as Nguyen Van Đương makes a nice angle, steps hard to the right off his left foot. And here he is bouncing up and down, a little bit reminiscent of Manny Pacquiao. Frenetic activity. Left hook, overhand, or uppercut to the solar plexus. Got his man on the ropes here. He's got the Korean Zombie on the ropes. Shin So Won, indifferent, wearing the punches, indicating to Nguyen Van Đương, I'm fine. I love it. And he really does. This guy is indifferent to punishment. Iron chin, iron will, he says there. Come on, bring it on. Nguyen Van Đương definitely will. Beautiful counter right hand by Nguyen Van Đương. Good display of distance. The southpaw from Korea, landing a couple of good shots. This has primarily been one-way traffic, but not entirely. Shin So Won from Korea, landing a couple of good straight jabs. Good body shot there, again to the solar plexus, or Nguyen Van Đương, by Nguyen Van Đương. Nguyen Van Đương should really pick his shots here. He's rushing too much and he wears a big left hand. Probably the best shot thrown and landed by the Korean in round number 1. The Korean lands a decent right hook to the body. Good slip by Duong. Good left hook. A little bit too wide around the ear, more so than the jaw. Nguyen Van Đương should really look to shorten up his left hooks. And much the same as TDH, who fought in fight number 2, bend his knees. A compact left hooker is a superior left hooker. A couple of beautiful body shots there by Nguyen Van Đương. Maybe got the Korean in a little bit of trouble there, as the referee applies the first 8 count, and the Korean Zombie looks disgusted, indicating he can take this all night. That is the end of round number 1. This is not a 4-round fight. This is a 6-round fight. The fighters go back to their corner. The ring card girl is in. Round number 2 is coming up, and there was a lot of punches from both fighters. A lot of punches thrown, a fair few punches landed, and a lot of heart and energy expended in round number 1. A frenetic start to fight number 4. Fight number 4 of 6. Thus far, as I said earlier, all 3 fights that have taken place thus far, all won by the Vietnamese national team, who've done Vietnam very proud. Nguyen Van Đương overzealous, a little bit too excessively energetic, throwing too many punches but still doing Vietnam proud. Huge display of firepower and determination in round number 1 as the Korean Shin So Won gets ready to start round number 2 against Nguyen Van Đương. They touch gloves. Nguyen Van Đương already into it, launching forward, looking to hurt the Korean already. Let's see what manifests in round number 2. Nice little head movement. Good shifting of the head by the Korean. Lands an okay couple of shots. Good uppercut to the solar plexus. They trade big punches. Good body work by the Korean. A couple of slapping left hooks by the Vietnamese fighter, Nguyen Van Đương. Really looks to shorten up that left hook. Steps in with a lead right uppercut to the solar plexus, which you rarely see. Nice left hook. That one landed more so on the jaw. Stepping in with a big overhand right. Missed. Followed up with the left hook that landed, but it was more of a glancing shot. And that's one of the first clinches we've seen. These two guys want to punch. They don't want to hug. And they don't want to stop, clearly. Nice counter left hook by Duong. They trade punches. Nguyen Van Đương with his hands down, bouncing in the center of the ring. Good head movement. He just looks too fast for the Korean at this point. He lands a beautiful left hook, throws the right hand and rolls out of the way, and then throws another lead right uppercut. Good head movement. The Korean off balance, but not hurt at this point. Hopelessly outgunned and the inferior athlete, but definitely very tough as he paused with some slow, tentative southpaw jabs. Wings some wild, fairly sloppy shots. Nothing lands. Nguyen Van Đương looking loose and limber. Avoids narrowly a couple of counter punches. Again, lands a beautiful right uppercut to the solar plexus. A wide slapping left hook. Again, it looks like a bit of a pattern. Some great body work by the Vietnamese fighter. But wide slapping left hooks. He's got to shorten them up. Great head movement. Lead right and another nice left hook. Just needs to get the elbow a little higher. And the forearm vertical, more so than vertical, lateral, straight across the Korean's chin. The Korean zombie, Shin So Won, indifferent. Good southpaw jabs, a little bit slow. You can see the gulf in hand speed as Nguyen Van Đương steps in, loose and relaxed, unbothered by the athleticism and the absence of hand speed by the Korean zombie. But it looks pretty clear that the Korean zombie is here to stay. He's won some huge shots, a lot of hard cuffing shots on the back of the head, but also a couple of really flush right hands and left hooks on the chin. And again, as you see there, to the body, the right uppercuts. And he walks through a straight right hand and a left hook there. Duong, great offense. A little bit too much activity. Needs to simmer down and relax. Picky spots. The Korean zombie is just going to be there all night to be hit. Shin So Won. Shin So Won, fearless and impervious to punishment. Oh, man, that is a massive 1-2. Really illustrates the point. Massive right hand, worn. Shin So Won, the Korean, walks straight through it and keeps coming forward, steaming forward behind slow jabs. You can see the angles made by Duong here and the slips and the rolls. He really should be picking his shots a little more carefully to prevent overworking himself. As he comes back to the corner. A very exciting round again. Great start to this fight. Very exciting, as was to be expected, as we await round number 3. The Korean zombie, Shin So Won, facing off against Vietnam's Nguyen Van Đương, the hot prospect based in Ho Chi Minh, originally from somewhere near Hanoi. He's living up in Ho Chi Minh, where he's representing the VSP Boxing Gym. The VSP Boxing Gym, of course, being the epicenter or the heart, the nexus of boxing in Vietnam, looking set to take Vietnamese fighters to the next level, promoting the platform and creating opportunities for a lot of Vietnamese talented fighters and inspiring the Vietnamese people. So we see the coaches in the Vietnamese corner indicating foot movement, feints, shot selection. The overarching theme there would be strategy. The Korean zombie lands a good one too, slow but fairly smooth. Duong wears it indifferently, almost a counter right hand to the body again. Nice counter left hook by Duong as he moves out of the way smoothly. Taking his time a little more, the Korean zombie, Shin So Won, just sort of marches forward. Getting some good body work there, a couple of good straight long shots. They trade punches in the center of the ring. The Korean zombie lands a couple of good straight jabs. Wow. The Korean Zombie just wore a huge right hand there. Wasn't bothered at all. Pulling Duong's head down and working him to the body. Duong lands another couple of beautiful shots, flush. And Shin So Won from Korea is unbothered, unperturbed, and definitely not damaged. Beautiful counter, left hook, right uppercut to the body there. Shin So Won, his chin as well as his solar plexus clearly made of iron. They bang heads, they don't care. They just want to fight. Tangle up on the ropes. The referee breaks him. One of the rare occasions where we see that. Nice little lead right uppercut there by the Korean. They trade inside work. Slipping and sliding is Duong. Most of these punches are being caught on the elbows by both fighters, showing some maturity and some good form, falling into each other as they wing big punishing shots. Good little inside work there. Short little crisp shots. Not overly powerful, but good selection by the Korean Zombie. Wow, that is a massive right hand by Nguyen Van Dong. The Korean Zombie Shin So Won takes it flush. Indifferent, unbothered. Marches forward again. He's got Duong in the corner now, who just wore a bit of a slapping overhand left. Beautiful left hook by Nguyen Van Dong. Nice body work on the inside again. Short little compact, tight punches by the Korean Zombie Shin So Won. The referee doesn't really need to break them up. They don't really seem like they want to hug. They just want to bang. They want to bang bodies as well as heads. Good inside work there by both fighters. Nice little barrage of punches by Duong. Good little uppercut there by the Korean Zombie. Duong creates some space, but not enough. And the Korean Zombie's back on him. Nice right hand. Flush. That is a flush shot by Nguyen Van Dong. Nice little uppercut. They're just trading punches. Both fighters getting in some good shots here. Most of the flush shots, oh, there you go. You can see it again. Most of the hard flush shots are landed by Nguyen Van Dong, especially the power shots. But the Korean is giving back with some good shots. Wow, that is crazy. That is a massive left hook right hand ×2 landed by Nguyen Van Dong. Probably a little bit concerned given that Nguyen Van Dong is a massive puncher, typically quite accurate, as you can see with the right hand especially. And the Korean Zombie, aka Shin So Won, has walked through them indifferent as we begin round or get set for round number 4. Great start to this fight in terms of entertainment. The crowd's happy, but both fighters aren't that happy. They've both sustained damage, and the clearly more athletic fighter has not implemented a clever game plan. You can see the corner in the Vietnamese team's corner, indicating that Duong should be thinking, jabbing, feinting, picking his spots, a la Vu Tan Dat from the first bout. But Nguyen Van Dong, bit of a hothead. Not enough poise, too much passion. Still landing some wonderful shots and putting on a great display of boxing. A lot of violence, a lot of entertainment, and just a tinge of desperation from both fighters. But you can see the golf and athleticism and the pedigree of Nguyen Van Dong. He's just not yet been able to implement it. The Korean Zombie, Shin So Won, looks set to continue to march Nguyen Van Dong down. Here we go. Round number 4. Trading punches straight away. No formalities, no protocol, just huge aggressive shots to the head as well as the body. Good little body shot there on the inside by the Korean. And he wears a couple of left hooks back for his trouble. Huge flush right hand there by Duong. Great shots. Really exciting stuff. Genuine. Oh, there's another massive hand. This Korean, Shin So Won, is made of iron as he wears another hard right hook or right uppercut to the body. And again, just indifferent. Duong having a very strong start to this round number 4. Some hard shots traded. Duong's shots are landing. The Korean Zombie, indifferent, unbothered. Good right uppercut to the solar plexus again by the Vietnamese fighter. On the Korean fighter's stomach. Right in the bread basket. The Korean, indifferent, unbothered. Probably enjoying it. Loves the violence. Lands a good little short chopping left uppercut on the inside there by the Korean. His first flush shot of this round. Duong falls forward with an average 1-2. The left hook right hand. They're on the inside. Duong throws a hard right hook. Glancing blow. Duong pushes him off. Nice inside work by both fighters. The hardest shots again, clearly by Nguyen Van Dong. but they don't seem to be having an effect. Nice! As I say that, it seems like the Korean Zombie recoils from a couple of hard shots, but he's back in there. He wears another massive right hand in the face, and just sort of stumbles forward, indifferent, impervious, and unaware of the assault he's receiving. Nice little 1-2 there. Short little chopping. Good selection of shots there by the Korean Zombie. Not a lot of power, but really clever shots on the inside. That's clearly where his game is. Short, non-dynamic, subtle shots like that. Nguyen Van Dong, both hands down. Both fighters trade hard shots on the inside. That is another hard flush shot to the solar plex, but it just doesn't seem to be doing much. Beautiful shot. And again, left hook, right uppercut to the body again. And again, a right uppercut. And Duong clinches, one of the few clinches we've seen thus far. Very exciting fight. The referee tries to break him, but Shin So Won wants to punch. And again, Shin So Won lands a good right hand, or a good left hand from the southpaw stance. And then Nguyen Van Dong, since then, has landed 2 good right hands. These guys are made of iron, both of them. Nguyen Van Dong's worn a couple of hard shots, and he's thrown some great power shots. Neither fighter has been hurt. Both fighters are probably moving more towards exhaustion. The majority of the pain would be from the punch output. In a frenetic pace. We see him trade punches on the inside, the southpaw. Shin So Won. And the orthodox fighter, the Vietnamese dynamo, Nguyen Van Dong. Very exciting fight. 4 rounds complete. You have to score every round thus far for the Korean, but you really have to admire the bravery, the determination, and just the grit. The grit shown by Shin So Won, the Korean. Taking a lot of punches, a lot of them in the face, on the chin, in the nose, on the orbital bones, the brows. Keeps marching forward. This is why they call him the Korean Zombie. 4 rounds in the books thus far. All 4 rounds to Duong, or Nguyen Van Dong, Vietnamese superstar. As we see the highlights in the background, Nguyen Van Dong landing great shots. Flush right hand to the head, as well as you can see here, the body. Good shot selection. Just a little bit too wide. The body shots are quite impressive. Can't really ask for much more in terms of the right upcuts to the body. Just be good to see some tighter, more precise, measured left hooks, both the chin as well as the liver of the Korean. The Korean Zombie want a whole lot of firepower from Duong in 4 completed rounds. We get ready for round number 5. I get the feeling it'll be as exciting as the other 4. A lot of punches thrown, a lot of desperation, a lot of aggression, and a lot of abandon. Reckless abandon for one's own health. Both of these fighters have displayed a lot of tenacity and physical integrity, as they've both taken big shots. And as you can see again, Nguyen Van Dong looking loose and limber. Great counter shots. Great right hand. Looks like it landed flush on the jaw. And the Korean Zombie just storms forward. Again, too slow, beaten to the punch every time. But he's still there. His presence is still felt. This is good by Duong. A little bit of range, a little bit of boxing, and a lot of patience, which is what he needs. He's established a bit of range. Circling the ring. Shin So Won's got him pinned against the ropes. He works his way off them. Right uppercut to the body. Good flush left hook, kind of glancing the side of Shin So Won's jaw. Nice little left uppercut rather. The solar plexus, they exchange hard shots, and again, time after time, Nguyen Van Dong beats his man to the punch. Hard little body shot on the inside when Nguyen Van Dong was trying to relax. A little bit of the glove rubbed against Nguyen Van Dong's face. Hard body shot again. Shin So Won is just walking through these head and hard body shots. Very impressive display. Round number 5, the tape is loose. Nguyen Van Dong. The referee tears some of the tape off. They get ready to resume action. Look at the Korean Zombie. He just wants to rock. First fights to hot dinners. He just wants to fight. As he lands a couple of good right hooks and left uppercuts from his power hand. He uses the southpaw. Flush shot by Duong, circling off the ropes. No, he's still on the ropes. Couple of good body shots by Shin So Won. He's working his opponent on the ropes. turning around off the ropes now. Nguyen Van Dong back to the center of the ring where his best work's done. A beautiful left hook, right hand there. This man from Korea cannot be hurt. He's walked through some massive punches, and he does again. Well-timed counter right hands by Nguyen Van Dong, showing a good variety, a good kit, arsenal of punches, but nothing thus far that can seem to slow down the man they call the Korean Zombie. Good little work on the inside there, short, and I say little short chopping shots by the southpaw from Korea. Good counter left hook by Duong. Pace has slowed down a little bit, probably because we've thrown at least 100 punches per round in every round thus far. It's actually Nguyen Van Dong, he circles now, getting caught up on the inside. The better work on the inside in this round thus far has been done by the Korean. And you see there the better work on the outside, the long range shots by Nguyen Van Dong. Keep moving. This fight is a little reminiscent. There's a few parallels to the first fight between Miguel Cotto and Antonio Margarito. We saw in that fight, that historical fight, not only some cheating by Antonio Margarito, but zero susceptibility to damage. Miguel Cotto battered Antonio Margarito on that fight through the first 5 or 6 rounds on his bicycle, moving, slipping, sliding, ducking, and punching. Antonio Margarito walked through all. And it's kind of reminiscent of this fight thus far. We've seen Nguyen Van Dong unload some hard shots. You know, we'd like to see him a little bit lower, his knees a little more bent, but he still had his feet planted for a lot of these shots. And the Korean Zombie, Shin So Won, has just walked through almost all of them, indifferent to the punishment. And it seems like, at this stage of the fight, as we near the beginning of round 6, it seems like the Korean is starting to get some momentum. You could make a strong case, based off the responses in both fighters' faces, that was a round for the Korean. On paper, technically, Duong won that round. Nguyen Van Dong won it, just on a superior firepower, better punch selection, and clean, effective punching, which is the first point in the criteria for scoring. As they trade shots in round number 6, long range, Duong wins this fight easily. Short range, later in the fight, which is now, you can see the Korean gaining some momentum. Nice uppercut by the Korean. He storms forward, emboldened by his success. Nguyen Van Dong moving his head, circling off the ropes. He's got the Korean on the ropes now with both hands down, probably because you can tell. You can see the punches coming by the Korean southpaw. He lands a beautiful right hand, slapping, glancing left hook again. Good jab by Nguyen Van Dong. Misses the right hand. Both fighters slip and roll under each other's punches, but the Korean Zombie, Shin So Won, getting some good inside work done. Good right hands. That's 3 right hands. 1 to the head, 1 to the body, and 2 flush to the head. And a flush the short left hook by Nguyen Van Dong. No clinching in this fight, and certainly not in this round. Nguyen Van Dong looking relaxed, somewhere between relaxed and exhausted. They trade punches. Nguyen Van Dong very successful whenever he gets space, which the Korean Zombie does not want to give him. Shin So Won, if you didn't realise already, is relentless and keeps storming forward, crowding Duong, landing short chopping shots. Beautiful overhand right, beautiful jab. Both punches thrown by the Vietnamese fighter Nguyen Van Dong, showing his dynamism late in the fight. He's also showing signs of fatigue as he circles around the back of the Korean Zombie, Shin So Won. Shin So Won there, dangerous on the inside, much like Margarito. Not a lot of power, and hasn't even really got good timing. Just gets his work done after walking through a firestorm. He's also got the southpaw style in his favour, as he works Duong on the ropes. Nothing really landing flush, but they're still taxing, tiring shots. Duong comes back harder, faster, with more power, more authority. Good body shot there though, landed by the Korean. Duong circles, caught with a couple of shots, head, body. Good flush shot by the Vietnamese fighter Nguyen Van Dong. Lands a couple of hard flush shots, and the Korean's coming back. This is just back and forth. Bit of Barrera versus Eric Morales, or Arturo Gatti, the deceased. Super exciting fighter from the early 2000s and the late 90s versus Mickey Ward. This is cut from that kind of cloth. Both of these fighters aren't willing to take a backward step, and both of these fighters are looking to maximize the damage they can cause in their opponent. Good inside body work by both fighters, hitting the solar plexus and getting around to the midsection, getting around to the sides. That is round number 6 completed. Great fight. Incredible integrity, energy, stamina, determination. Who will win? Obviously, you've got to give probably all 6 rounds unanimously to Nguyen Van Đương. But Nguyen Van Đương, in spite of showing superior firepower and greater shot selection, did look very fatigued, and more so the more damage to the two fighters in the closing 2 rounds. The only reason I would broach this question is because this is in Seoul, Korea, and that is the hometown fight. Thus far, the Koreans have displayed nothing but fairness and accuracy in their judging, but you've got to wonder, that is the closest fight, which is kind of ironic given that Nguyen Van Đương landed well over 300 flush shots to the head, the face, the skull, as well as the solar plexus of the Korean zombie Shin So Won. I still think it's a little more of a formality in that Nguyen Van Đương has clearly demonstrated the greater boxing pedigree, the greater shot selection, the greater firepower, and the greater connection rate. But very impressive from Shin So Won, the Korean zombie. He wore perhaps more punches than I've ever seen a fighter wear in a live boxing fight. Yeah, I've never seen as many punches landed with as little damage done, consequently, as in that fight there. The referee has got Shin So Won, the Korean, by his side, and he's waiting for Nguyen Van Đương. Nguyen Van Đương, a little bit of a hand slap to the Korean. Both fighters exhausted and awaiting the judge's decision. In boxing, historically, judges get a lot of fights wrong. Let's find out who got this fight. If it's the correct decision, or the wrong man gets the nod, gets the verdict. As we await, we see 2 weary, battle-hardened fighters, both young, who've both been through effectively almost hell. That was a taxing fight. Nguyen Van Đương waiting to get his hand raised, and he should. Good energy. That fight certainly energized the crowd. Huge punch output from both fighters, especially Nguyen Van Đương, who will learn a lot from that fight. And we wait. Photographers taking some snaps from inside the ring. Nguyen Van Đương is looking to confirm it is him, and it is. The referee raises Nguyen Van Đương hand, the hot Vietnamese prospect, based in Ho Chi Minh out of the VSP boxing gym. The fighters congratulate each other. Shin So Won looked a little concussed, banged up around the eyes. As was to be expected, he wore a lot of punishment, and a man with a flamboyant 80s style hairdo gives Nguyen Van Đương his enormous trophy. Another successful fight for the Vietnamese team. That is fight number 4 down. Yeah, fight number 5 coming up.